Where in the Herd is Tiffany, where we talk about travel, lifestyle, and mental health. Follow us on Instagram at Sweet Tiffies, Twitter at Sweet Tiffies, Facebook Sweet Tiffies Inspirations, and Tiffany-Travels.com. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Welcome back to Where in the Herd is Tiffany. On today's video, we are talking about the priority pass, okay? So have you ever been at the airport and you wanted to access the lounge? Maybe you don't want to be out with everybody else. Do you need a snack? Do you need a drink? Do you need Wi-Fi? You want to lay down? Oh, you want to play a game? You want to get a massage? Well, if any of you answer yes to any of those questions, then stay tuned for this video to see how you can use the priority pass. So let's talk about what exactly is the priority pass. So it's basically an airport lounge access. That's all it is. And it comes in an actual card that looks like a credit card that's black and gold. Or you can utilize the app, which I utilize the app because sometimes I forget cards. And so the app, you always have it on your phone. So it's a great way to use it. So you have airport access to over 1,300 airport experiences. So I'll explain a little bit later what those airport experiences are. They're in over 600 cities and 148 countries. So imagine you literally have the world at your fingertips when it comes to these airport lounge experiences, okay? So let's talk about the price. I know you all want to know how much it is. So fortunately for me, when I had the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, it was one of the perks and it came for free. And it was actually good for, I think, 4 years. So it was wonderful, okay? So if you do not have a credit card, then you have the option to just pay on your own. And so the standard fee is $99 and it will cost $32 every time you entered a lounge experience. And let's say you had a guest flying with you, it would be $32 for them as well to participate. And so they recommend this for the occasional traveler, okay? The second option is also standard, but the fee is $299 per year, okay? And with this price tag, you get 10 free visits, and then you will have to pay the $32 member fee. And your guest also has to pay the $32 fee as well, okay? And then the third option is the prestige option. So this is if you are traveling all the time, like you might as well just get this, okay? And the annual fee for this is $429. And so with this annual fee, all of your experiences are free. You don't ever have to pay. And then if you have a guest, they pay $32 to use the experience, okay? And so there are some other card options. I wrote down a couple. There are probably more than what I wrote down, so definitely do some research because it may be included with your credit card. So as I mentioned, one was a Chase Sapphire Reserve, the Citi Prestige Hilton, the Honors American Express Surpass card, the Hilton Honors Aspire card from American Express, and others. And I say others because I need you to do your research for that one. Okay, so now that you know the fees and now you know what it is, let's talk about how do you actually use the Priority Pass app, okay? So it's very easy. You're just going to download the app. And the cool thing about the app is before you reach your destination, you can literally put in the airport that you are going to be at, okay? So once you put in your location, for example, if you put in LAX into the search engine, it'll show you exactly where they have the airport experiences. Now, each terminal may not have it, so that's what you're checking for. So, you know, LAX has multiple terminals, but for LAX, it only has 3 airport lounge experiences, or according to the app, and it could change at any time. So definitely make sure you're checking out that app. Okay. It'll also like give you a map. It'll show you specifically, okay, Terminal 1, you click on it, and it's also going to show you like, it'll tell you like where it's at or what it's next to. So if you get too lost, you can just ask somebody in the airport where it's at. So when you actually arrive into the lounge experience, you're going to have to either show your card, remember I discussed earlier, or you can show your passport app. Now, I will say sometimes you may have, or they may not let you in because it may be too full, okay? And always read like the fine print about what it says about accessing the lounge. Of course, if you have questions, you can just ask them directly while you're there. I'm trying to think if I've ever been turned away because it was too crowded. I think there was one time I was, but that was like the only time that I've ever experienced that. So you should be good. Now, sometimes I do know they have asked, or they do make sure sometimes that you have like a ticket. So in order to also access it, you have to be flying somewhere or coming back from somewhere in order to use it. So just keep some of those rules in mind when you're trying to go to these lounges.
So here you are, you're opening the app. I chose LAX, for example. As you can see, they have Terminal 1. In Terminal 1, they have the Be Relaxed Spa. Those are the rules, those are the hours, and that shows you the actual location. And those are the conditions and the rules that you will also be looking at. Also, they have airport transfer, car rentals, and duty-free shopping in the app as well. They also have indoor maps that will show you exactly how to get to certain things like coffees, bar, ATM, Starbucks, etc.
All right, so let's talk about some of these experiences that you can experience with the passport app. So there are different type of experiences or facilities that they have. So you just never know until you check the app, okay? So I'm going to go with the example of LAX. So when I put up LAX in the airport, and the reason why I pull up LAX because that's the closest airport to me. So it says Terminal 1. So in Terminal 1, they have something called Be Relaxed. And so this experience is a spa, y'all, okay? They have 30 minutes to 15-minute massages, and I'm actually kind of jealous because since I live so close to LAX, y'all, I don't get to the airport on time. Like, I literally get to the airport like by the chinny chin chin of my clothes or my chin hair. Whatever the case is, I'm never on time. So I've actually never experienced any of the lounges in LAX, unfortunately. But now this makes me want to be early so I can get a quick massage before getting on the plane, okay? So the next one I looked up, there is another one in Terminal 3, and it's called the Unwind, okay? And so in this experience, it's a first class video gaming experience. That sounds interesting. You'll get a free snack and you'll get the game experience. And Terminal 6, it is called Gameway. And I guess you get to play games and you get a snack as well. And I think there was maybe alcohol in a game. So again, you will read the fine print. You're going to read for the hours. You're going to read for what they say. If you have to pay for a guest, like you'll read all of those things. Okay. So I will tell you a couple of my personal experience because those are experiences that I have not had, but wanted to give you an example of. So for example, when I was in ATL, I was with a family member and I said, hey, I have this priority pass thing. Let's go check it out and see what the experience is for today. So when we went to ATL, they have this thing called Minute Suites. And I was like, oh, okay, that's super cool. I've never experienced that before. And so the mini suites are literally, it looks like a couch. It was like one of those couch beds. So if you have, a little bit of a layover, 2 or 3 hours, and you're like sleepy, like you can definitely utilize these. I can't remember for how long we had them for, but again, I keep saying it, check those rules. So it was cool. It also had a desk in there as well. And I think it has snacks in there. Don't quote me on that part. Another one that I experienced was in Florida. So in Florida, I remember I had a layover, and this one was the terminal that I ended up in was at a Caribbean restaurant. So I love Caribbean food. So I got a chance to get my credit. I think it was $28, I believe, or $30 that I can eat off of. Of course, I couldn't even eat all of it there, so I was able to take some food home, and I sure to eat those leftovers once I got home. So again, you just never know. I've been to one where it was like bar access, so I got something quickly from the bar before the plane ride, and it was cool because I was able to treat my family member because I got credit for them as well. The experience that I forgot to tell y'all was I was in Puerto Rico on a layover, and it was wonderful because the time that I got to the lounge, it was breakfast time. So I think I had me some French toast, sausage, eggs, or whatever. And then I was also there long enough for lunch, so they brought the lunch stuff out too, and that was good as well. And yes, I ate both of them. So Puerto Rico, hey, Puerto Rico, hey. So Puerto Rico did me well. So definitely check it out. Place to relax for an hour. They have cookies. I think this actually pulls out into a sofa bed. They have the TV and snacks. So we're just here relaxing until we move on to the next part of our journey. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope I have convinced you to get the priority pass. Whether you're going to get it for free or you're going to get it as a perk of one of your credit cards, or if you're just going to pay the annual fee, however you do it, it's definitely worth it. And we have to participate in these travel hacks. I don't like the airport. I don't really like layovers unless I'm going to get out of the city. But if I cannot have these things and I need lounge access, I'm going for it, and I think you should too. Make your flying experience just a little bit better by these different travel hacks. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.